Welcome to the closing session and the final presentation for our third annual Authortube Writing Conference for 2024. Third? I said third? Did I say three? Okay.
I was just providing some visuals.
We're going to share some of our personal highlights and how we feel moving forward with our writing lives. Now that the conference is over, we're also going to find out who the giveaway winners are, which we'll announce after the feedback form closes in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, people. Fill out the forms. Okay? My name is Devon. I write fantasy and steampunk with a splash of romance and snarky female leads. I'm also the founder of All Call Indie, a database of freelancers for indie authors. And now it's Margaret's turn.
Yay! And I loved hearing about your experience with All Call Indie and how it came to be, as well as other people's in the chat. You had an extensive chat section, which was really fun. So my name is Margaret Pinard. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the end of the 2024 conference. And I'm a historical fiction writer. So I have my own channel at Margaret Pinard down below. So check me out there if you're new and you're just like wowed by all the conference goodies. Very excited to talk about favorite presentations and looking forward to replaying for today's batch. And I just wanted to say that links for the giveaway feedback forms are now in the chat. I'm going to star it so I don't lose it and pop it up here. Links are in the description box below or on the website for all of the prizes. This year, we've had 4 companies partner with us to offer giveaway prizes, and many of the AWC speakers joined the giveaway program. They offered so many wonderful prizes. So it's our biggest year yet, and we have a total of 54 prizes worth almost $4,500. So, Shanon, how you feeling?
I will be glad to sleep a full night through.
Excellent.
So this was a wonderful weekend. I loved it. We had a lot of tech stuff happen, but we've had some great volunteers on the back end helping us make sure everything runs smoothly, that hopefully nobody really knew that there was too much happening with all the tech gremlins, but that will probably be the word of the year besides JOMO.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm Shanon. I write under the name of S.C. Huston. I write about, I write fantasy romance. I like to write about adverse characters. Yes, I know my line, but I have forgotten it because I'm tired. So characters that come from terrible backgrounds, who face more adversity to become better versions of themselves. There's always love to find, but there may or may not be a dragon involved. And I do have a Kickstarter that is has the pre-launch page up. A year ago when we did this, I actually was launching a Kickstarter, and it did really, really well. So many great people at the Authortube Writing Conference supported me. But this year it's just pre-launch because it's not ready yet. But if you want to follow me there, it's free to follow. And you don't have to buy anything, but it does help kick up the algorithm on Kickstarter if you go there and hit the button to notify you, and that would be I'd be grateful for that. We do have a lot of giveaway prizes, so we might be here just a little longer than an hour. I'm trying to keep us that hour as much as possible because we want to be respectful of everyone's time, and I'm sure everyone is tired now after this long 3-day weekend. So we're going to try and get it all done if we can. And now while we wait for the form to close, which is 10 minutes after, we got 6 more minutes. While we wait for that, Devon, what was your favorite part of the conference, and what have you learned that you can take away with you into your writing and publishing life?
More of what I've learned, and truthfully gaining more confidence that my short stories can be published. Because I started with short stories, attempted to publish, but I guess I didn't do it through that way. And of course, this was years ago, before I think even Facebook came out, that I have all those short stories.
Wow.
So learning more of the industry and how to talk to those industry leaders to get published. I think, I'm feeling a little more confident that I can take all of those and do something with them. So, how about you, Margaret?
For the whole conference in general, I think there's 2 powers being exerted on me. One is the fact that I had to go through some deep soul searching for my own presentation, and that was really helpful. So like I got some good like self-learning out of that. And so for anyone looking to do a presentation or thinking, oh, I'll just drop in and do something easy, maybe it'll take you some deep places. But also watching other presentations that I've heard of before, or I've heard discussed before by other people, but like just getting a different light on it. And so going, oh, maybe I do want to think about that. And I think Michael Evans' presentation today from Ream was like making me sit back and go, oh, do I want to just go down that rabbit hole? So that was kind of exciting. So I'll be considering that in the next few days and checking out the special, offer that they have for the boot camp and everything. That was really exciting, like subscriptions for authors in a different model. It's updated from stuff I've been using.
Yeah, I really like what they're doing over at Ream. So I'm so glad that they were able to do their presentation, because they weren't able to do it yesterday and had to reschedule it. So I was very happy for them to come on, because I think they are a subscription platform like other places, but they're different in how they're handling stuff. And I think did I cut you off, Margaret?
No.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. Okay. I would say probably, I mean, of course, I love everything that that comes from Ream, or Storytellers Rule the World, is how they're kind of rebranding themselves in the online spaces. That's separate from the platform, but that way, because I know they want to talk about more about not just subscriptions, but just the craft of writing as well. So they're trying to rebrand the Storytellers Rule the World.
Yeah.
So I like that. There were so many great presentations, but I think the one that probably stuck with me the most would be, Brian Cohen's with the JOMO. I had just heard him. I went to a webinar last week with him, or earlier this week. Things are running together. And he said JOMO for the first time that I've heard it before. It's not something he coined, but, and this is like, I keep getting YouTube shorts that keep saying JOMO. So I think it was listening to my webinar, but yeah, but that whole idea of, which I think is what I've been working toward for the last couple of years, is that, I'm here writing because I want to write. I love writing. And there's the marketing. There's all this stuff that you have to do if you're wanting to make some money at what you're doing, but you can't forget what it is that you started for, which is the writing.
Yeah, so. Exactly. And that excitement is what you can find in the community at places and events like this, which is beautiful. So beautiful.
Yep. And just reaching out to the community itself. I mean, learning anything from anyone else.
Yeah. It always gives me a ton of ideas too.
Yeah.
2 minutes till the feedback forms will be closed momentarily. I had a good question here. Just got the last session with JD Estrada. Are all the sessions taped to watch later? Why, yes. Yes, they are, Deborah Parmalee. Thank you for coming by. This is the close of the session of the conference, rather. And so basically all of the sessions are up and recorded. I think we had one that was going to be a mid-season.
Well, I offered that to Heather because hers started really, really late, but I didn't get a response. So
okay, so because of the tech gremlin takeover, there may be like something else we'll introduce later, but like it's all out there now. So we've got a conference playlist, and feel free to put all of those on your watch later list and just go through at your leisure as you can take notes.
And it's the third year, so there's 2 conference playlists for 2022 and 2023 that you can go back and watch those as well. Yes, they have been amazing.
Yay! Thank you, moderators.
Cannot say enough of my appreciation for the moderators, for all the volunteers here at the AWC, because they made everything so much easier and less stressful this year for us. So
yes, Eloise is not tired. She's pumped. Well, then I suggest you volunteer, Eloise.
Come on behind the scenes. You can take some of this from me. But no, that's just my personality. I've been not sleeping for the last few weeks, and I know it's because I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. And I just wake up. So naps are in order this afternoon. Right? Yes.
Oh, I like this. Team AWC nap.
Here we go.
Yes.
1 minute. Oh man. I thought Sam, so I was like in all of the 20-minute slots, and I loved Sam's one about games because Shanon gifted me a certain game a while ago, and like I actually used it a little bit ago for some of my writing process. So dice, they have been introduced. Watch out.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make some AWC dice.
We're at 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So,
okay. Go ahead.
Shanon.
I'm downloading the responses now, so then we're close. You can still respond, but I'm downloading right now, so which means I won't get any more.
Yes, so that is the cutoff, but you can still definitely submit feedback because we are going to be reading all of them for the next couple months, collating, sending them to the speakers anonymously. That's my fun job. So Shanon will leave us now to figure out the first round of giveaway winners. And we get to tap dance until she comes back, or she needs to stay on.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to stay on screen this time because there'll be a lot of shuffling around and whatnot, but I'll just shut off my camera while I'm noise.
Cool. Yeah. The conference is absolutely amazing. I gained so much valuable insight and encouragement from every session I attended, so I can't wait to rewatch. Yes, excellent. Yeah, I like the Team AWC nap. That's a good hashtag.
Don't forget to bring on our guests.
Oh, yes, and we can introduce the guests. Sorry, I forgot that there's an instruction in there. So the first group of guests is this everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Everyone who fits on screen, come on down.
We might be missing one person, and I put the overlays in the side so you can show up like the first giveaways.
All right. Great. Welcome everybody. So we're up here. Oh, Shanon put herself at the bottom. Okay. So we're going to go left to right because I'm from a Western culture that reads left to right. So that means to my, I don't know which way you're looking at this. To my this direction, we have writer Sam Wicker. Why don't you go ahead and give us your channel and what you presented on?
Hey everybody, I am writer Sam Wicker. I'm a writer of fantasy and romance, and I smush them together. I do dabble on a little bit of other things. I presented on tools to get unstuck in your writing. We went over games and dice and other tools like tarot. So yeah, make sure to check it out, and please fill out the feedback form because if there's something I can do better, let me know. But yeah, I think that's about it. Yes.
Lauren.
Hi. So me and Nicole both run the Writing Sisters, and our panel was on do's and don'ts for writing a character that is blinded between pairs. And I was worried that we were gonna run through all our material in 10 minutes and not have anything to talk about. But then we had an amazing discussion in the chat. So I am also curious to get the feedback forms and see what people thought about the presentation. I had a fun time.
Nice. And you might want to take the notes of how you were thinking about stuff during the presentation because you're not going to get the collated results for another 3 or 4 months. Just saying.
Okay.
And Laura, welcome.
Hi, Laura Humm, she, her pronouns. I feel like an interloper in the writing conference because I'm an editor. I work very closely with writers. This is my first time presenting at the AWC, so thank you all so much for embracing me. I talked today on the 5 mistakes we make when we self-edit and kind of talked through how we can identify those mistakes and fix them so that we can do better in our self-editing. So I was excited to be here and learn from all of you authors. So thank you.
Awesome.
And we love editors.
Yes, we do love editors. You may get strong-armed into the first page critique next year. You never know what'll happen with this place. Eloise.
Well, wait till you get my feedback forms first, and then.
Okay. Fair enough.
No, I am very excited to hear feedback. I feel like the editing writing process. Lots of times, I think we think that editors should be the only one giving feedback, but I think a good editor takes feedback as well. So, definitely. Bring it on.
Yeah. Eloise.
Hi. I'm Eloise Bahr. I am a historical fantasy author by night and accountant by day. So my presentation was on budgeting for authors, where we reviewed budgeting versus bookkeeping, went over 8 bookkeeping best practices, reviewed how to create a budget for either first-time authors or veteran authors, and then reviewed a bookkeeping template that I created that you can get the link to in the description of that video.
Just in time for Eloise's comment. Community of even just not feeling alone. So valuable. Yeah. How about favorite presentations. Oh, is Devon supposed to ask that one? I didn't see Devon's in our shared document. Go ahead, Devon, jump in.
What session or presentation stood out to you the most?
We going around the same way?
We doing the same?
Yeah, we'll do the same.
Okay. My fave were, of course, the reverse outlines and Brian Cohen, but other than that was the fantasy world building by CL Lockhart, and the romance shorts, because that's something I hadn't heard of before, and I was very interested in that. So that's like another avenue I might be able to go.
Excellent.
Like I was saying before we started, I have a lot to go back and rewatch, but the one that I did catch that stood out to me is I like the poetry panel at, oh god, I'm going to butcher her name, Ariadne? Yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the one JD Estrada did on cover, because I am guilty of going into like Facebook groups and looking at pre-mades and looking at ones that I should buy and then like never writing a story to go to it.
JD Estrada, what? Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. I've been through different processes where I've worked with people and it's gone smooth like butter. And then some that, like the points he was enumerating, I was like, yeah, that would have been a good idea. That would have been a really good idea. Laura, did you get to catch any of the?
I did, yeah. And I have to say that I was really excited to hear Lauren and her sister's presentation on writing diverse characters, especially those with disabilities. I think that was, I learned so much, and I definitely am going to take the idea of making sure that we have sensitivity readers definitely back into the community. I think that was in addition to the specific tips, I think that one was a really great one to pull into the community. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't get to watch as many as I wanted to, and I feel like I'm just gonna like rattle off a whole bunch if I say the ones from Friday and Saturday. So I'll just say some that I really liked from today. Devon, I loved your presentation this morning on hiring freelancers. That was such valuable information. And then I also, I'm a super big nerd with Excel. So I was so jazzed when Martin's presentation was talking about outlining with Excel. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Give me more of that. And then I think Pros and Pastimes also mentioned Excel in her presentation. So I was really like, yes, Excel and authoring at the same time. Yes.
There's always a spreadsheet for that.
Yes.
Okay. There's an app for that, right? I was just like, wait, there's that. That's not what it's usually said. Yes, we all have to go back and see the presentations that we missed, of course. Got your presentations and your links. I didn't show the overlays because I wasn't sure. They're just labeled 1 through 5, and I think we went in a different order. So how about I pop them up on screen? Whoever's goods they are, you can claim them and explain what you're offering. Oh, they're everything for the giveaways. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, we got, I think Devon did. Devon or Shannon? Who did the giveaway graphics?
That was all Shanon.
All Shannon. Very cool. So we've got books and online programs and virtual sessions with actual people. It's looking good. We've got
subscriptions.
Bookkeeping consultations. That's someone on the screen. There we go.
Ooh, nice. That's me.
Books and how to market. Excellent. We may be going through these again when we actually give out the prizes. So I may be jumping the gun, but that's okay because I think giving people some time to look at what's on screen is useful.
Well,
I see A.F. Stewart's book.
Show the first one because that's what I want to come on here in a moment and say which one, who won what on the first
Okay.
The one that's labeled number 1.
All right. Are you ready, Shanon?
Not yet. I just finished getting rid of all the duplicates, but and I'm rolling the numbers now to get the random numbers.
Sweet. So then I will go through the other ones before we're done. More books. Brian Cohen. I see some pretty colors. It's very small on my screen, so apologies that I can't see what everything is. I see Adrian's books. Yay. I see Shannon's books. Woohoo.
Hey.
T-shirts, merch, JD Estrada's books, all very exciting. Okay. All right. Let's see. If I asked anyone to count how many tabs they had open with AWC presentations, who would win that contest?
Would I win that contest? Because I didn't know that I had 3 windows and tabs on all of them.
Yes.
When we went in for the happy hour, was it yesterday or was it Friday? I couldn't figure out why everything was running so slow.
And that's why you had a million tabs open.
Yes.
Yeah, today not so much, but I think yesterday I had like 12.
Right.
Amateurs. I've got like 40.
I think I lose because I was listening to it on my phone as I'm running around the house doing all the parenting house chore crap. So
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. My computer seems to get angry at me when I try to open up too many tabs.
I was worried with my presentation. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I was just saying I was worried with my presentation that my laptop, you'd be able to hear it trying to take off. I had like an ice pack for like drinks in a cooler and put it behind my screen to try and keep it cool so it wouldn't
Oh my gosh.
crash or something.
I feel that pain.
The lengths we go to, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Underwriting. I've always wanted to try Novel Factory. Yeah, I saw that one go by. Very cool. Esther out here. Don't ask something you don't want to know. Oh my gosh. Well, that's how we're commiserating together, right? Sometimes it's happy times, like at the end of a book launch, like Adrian was talking about. And sometimes it's like commiserating because we all know that pain of the tech.
Mm-hmm.
I have 100 tabs open and no idea where the music is coming from. Right? Relatable. Relatable. Let's see. Did anyone have an interesting location where you were listening to AWC? Like Eloise was just saying you were doing chores. I know Holly was in Romania and she had to leave and catch a train after her presentation. And the other stories.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, mine is just making sure that my son doesn't get on his guitar whenever I go live.
Important.
Yes.
That's mine. At the end of my presentation, you'll see me look over and say, "No, go away." And it's my kid opening the door to try and get some help with a Minecraft emergency.
Right.
He's like, dude,
Emergency.
so you can leave me alone.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, that's a non-standard location, Gwynna. Yeah, sure. Oh, nice. I like this. Watch from my mom's porch. Yeah.
That's the best part about the virtual aspect of the conference.
Absolutely.
Love that.
And Joe's on vacation, so I love that we planned this and he volunteered and it was on vacation. He's still like, I'm all in.
That's awesome.
Elaine's laughing. Glad I'm not the only mom who deals with Minecraft emergencies.
Yeah.
He was like, I found a cave. I need your help getting down. And I'm just like, dude.
Right. No, I'm busy. Go away.
I need to build more ladders. You have a pickaxe. Just dig. Go away.
Rachel says, I knew that was a kid. I know that look.
I knew it was a child.
Well, I think the chat was like, okay, it's either a husband, a kid, or a dog. Which one?
Right.
I thought dog.
That was my guess.
Morgan's got an interesting location. Texas Roadhouse.
Nice.
Ooh.
Get some of those rolls.
Oh,
Yeah. Mm.
Laughing at the MySpace joke. Yeah, the open MySpace. Yeah. Cool. And I love seeing the animal companions. That's always a hit when we could see like the cats or the dogs or whatever in the frame.
Yes.
Mine does not like the camera, so he's always somewhere else. Yeah, he's out on the couch right now. So
Yeah. My was back there, but he's on the floor now. You have to keep them separated or you'll hear them play.
Aw. What about you, Sam? Where's your doggy?
She is asleep behind me, and the Rottweiler just barked, and he has poked his head in the door and is just kind of laying there.
Oh,
Supervising. That's called
Yes.
supervising.
yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I think you guys probably have a lot of thoughts right now as speakers who have just presented. And so I'd love if you would jot them down and get them to us later. It can be in a feedback form or just an email. So authortubewritingconference@gmail.com. And we do appreciate the feedback. So just putting that out there. Is Shanon ready?
Yes.
Woohoo!
I got the first 11, so that first slide there.
All right. I will put up the overlay. I'm just checking who's supposed to be talking. Devon, you get to talk.
I get to talk.
And we all get to hide.
All right. So the first one, which is one free copy edit of 10,000 Words by Heather Dewey Pettit, is, and I'm probably not going to say these names right, Joe Vermeulen.
Yay!
Woohoo! Yes.
The next one is eco-friendly planner bookmark for big or classic size disc planner. And that is for Amanda Steele.
Woohoo!
Nice.
One eco-friendly planner bookmark for classic or mini size disc planner, and that is for Mama Maggie.
Nice.
Yay! Mama Maggie!
This will probably be one of the few times you ever hear me cuss, but one paperback of Write the Damn Book, 4 Steps for Overcoming Your Fear of Writing. That is, interestingly, for Richard.
Ah!
Kind of perfect.
One paperback of How to Write Your First Book, Tips on How to Write Fiction and Nonfiction Books and Build Your Author Platform, is for Self-Pub with Andy.
Woohoo!
Yay.
One paperback of the Writer's Journal is to Alex, and I think the last name is Crisco, I think.
Yes.
It says Alex, but in the email it says Crisco.
Yay! I saw
Yay.
them in the chat. They were
Yeah.
awesome commenting. Yeah.
I feel like Anita Stewart might have won this last year, 1 year to Story Origin, 1 year subscription.
Just
Maybe
keep rolling it along. Yeah.
Ruth Pilcher, 1 year subscription to Story Origin.
Yay.
The last one of the three 1 year subscription to Story Origin is Elizabeth Simmons.
Yay.
All right, and then one
Congratulations.
huh?
I just said congratulations.
Oh, one Accelerate Your Author Instagram program, and that is for Doreen Zimmerman.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Nice.
And then the last one, which is one virtual 30-minute coaching session on productivity for writers or marketing via social media, and that is for Raquel Kiva.
Nice.
Awesome. With
So that's
Natalie.
it. It shouldn't take me as long to do the other ones because I've already rolled all the numbers. I just now have to line up the numbers with the person it belongs to. So
Perfect.
it'll go faster.
All right.
I kept hoping you'd call my name for the social media ones.
No joke. This happens every year. There are some people that get picked like multiple times. Andy and Mama Maggie both came up multiple times. Mama Maggie came up 3 times.
Andy and Mama Maggie.
And I was like, how does this happen from year to year? Like people get picked multiple times. And there's like a ton of people who submit. We had 300. Well, I don't remember what it is. 400 and something. Yeah.
Nice.
486 after taking out the duplicate entries. So
Nice.
486 entries.
Fantastic. Woohoo.
And Devon, perhaps you know this. Can people win multiple times or are they removed after they've won a prize?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, they can win multiple, I think.
Cool.
Yes. But they can win multiple. It's the Sorry, I was thinking of the
Prizes?
spreadsheet. The duplicates for the one speaker, if you accidentally, or if you click on the same feedback form for the same speaker multiple times, then that one's removed.
But we only do one prize per person. So if you've won,
One
you
prize.
won. You just won the
Okay.
one. Yeah. And we
Okay.
move on. So that way it's fair and it gets distributed.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we're slated to talk about the next batch of giveaway prizes, but I don't want to cover our faces for the entire time, and it'll only be a couple minutes. So, who's got a writer joke?
I love jokes.
There were some in the
Richard has
attendee
writer
packet. Here's a poll. Did y'all read the attendee packet?
Parts of it.
Look, I come from the generation where we do not actually read the instructions.
There
to
you
do
go.
things. We just do it, and then if it breaks, then we figure it out.
I look at pictures.
And I also didn't really consider myself to be an attendee until just now.
I think there's a speaker packet too. Did you read the speaker packet?
I did read the speaker packet. I printed it out. I checked the boxes. I was like, okay, I got to make sure I don't screw this up. But so I put all my energy into the speaker part and not the attendee part.
Not anything else, right?
Yeah, so
I don't think I looked at the final packet.
Yeah, neither did I. We all did like the close edit and then Shanon finalized. Joe's got to eat and run. Classic, gets his prize and then heads out. I see. Yeah. I've submitted a few forms just to like get it while it was fresh in my memory, but I've still got a lot to go because it started getting to be too many at once that I couldn't fully watch, and I didn't want to enter feedback when I had only seen like 6 minutes of the 40 minutes, you know?
Yeah, because you're jumping from stream to stream to stream, trying to catch hopefully the highlights of each one.
Yeah, I think I submitted like 6, but Richard said he submitted 3 and he won something. So
you're lucky
Never
numbers
know, yeah.
bound to come up, right?
my statistics are not working out for me.
Numbers.
So I did pull up the attendee packet, and I did find one of the memes that is in there, and it's Liam Neeson, and it says, "Dear incredible story idea, I will find you and I will write you."
Yes, I love that.
Elizabeth won. Elizabeth's in the chat. Yay, congrats. Let's see. What about the last thing you won? Have you guys won anything? I shared that I won a book when I was on a Mighty Blaze like a month or 2 ago. How about you guys? You feeling lucky?
No.
No.
I think I won a book the first year. I can't remember. But yeah.
I feel like with my luck, I'm gonna win my own book. So
I mean, I guess
that's what happens if that happens. Hey, congratulations, you won your own one-on-one bookkeeping session.
I was gonna say, like, if you win your own prize, you could like pass it forward. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
I think the last time I won anything, I was like 8 years old, and Target was doing this big toy box giveaway with like $500 worth of toys in it. And we somehow convinced my mom to sign us up, and we won. And just 2 little girls screaming as we're running through Target to the front to collect our prize. And we were just flipping out. It was so exciting.
You used up all your luck.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
It's gone downhill ever since. And she didn't even let us keep half the toys. She was like, okay, you get pick like 2, and then the rest are going for charity because half of it's like super noisy and annoying. And
I think it's funny when you're with other people and you all enter something and they win, you don't, and you're like, I want to be happy for you, but at the same time, I also wanted to win.
like, you gonna share? You know?
Yeah.
You go halfsies.
What
I
is
drove you here.
Technically, I brought you luck.
Yeah.
Where's my prize?
Yeah. Always somebody else's good luck charm, never your own.
Always the good luck charm, never the good luck.
I don't know if you win your own
Just thinking like always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah. I was questioning the translation into the new version, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll accept it. We're saying yes and yes.
If you win your own session, isn't that like just giving you the opportunity to like take a nap or
Ooh.
Yeah, 30 minutes. You're like,
average?
nap.
like just like I mean, because then you donated something, so you were in support of the community, but you end up kind of winning it back.
That's true.
Karma.
Yeah.
Karma coming back. Yeah, give yourself a nap. I like it. Elaine says, I used all my luck when I won a ticket to Author Nation. There's no luck left over. Yeah, that's pretty
cool.
great.
So who wants to hear one of those jokes?
Yes.
Me.
All right. Why are writers always cold?
I don't know.
They're surrounded by drafts.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Shannon.
Got the next
Right,
round.
two?
Yep, number 2. And I would say if you guys did come up, your name came up on your own prize, I would just assign you to the very next one that was not yours, and then take the next number for the one that was yours.
There you
You
go.
got all the
Oh,
solutions.
there you go. Yay.
I knew it wouldn't be a problem.
All right. So for one signed paperback copy of Maiden of Artemis, we have Randy. That's all the name.
Oh, okay. Yay, Randy.
For 1 hour virtual bookkeeping consultation, that is for Esther.
Woohoo.
No last name. It's E.M. Diaz. So I'm assuming it's our Esther, but I'm not
Yes.
sure.
Esther
Yeah.
Marie Andujar.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But that's not all in the email address. So
That's her.
it's her. Yeah, I figured it probably was. Okay. 1 year subscription to Writing Mastery Academy. This is one I would love to have. This is for Melissa Adams.
Woo!
And the next
Melissa.
1 year subscription is to Writing Mastery Academy is Suzanne Clark.
Yes.
Yay.
Famous author's name?
Woo!
Isn't that a famous author's name?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
There are 2 Lauras that won here, but neither of them have a last name, but they both have different email addresses. So I'm assuming they're different. So I'll say the first name here and then kind of start the beginning of the email address so that they know that they won. So the 1 year subscription to Writing Mastery Academy, the last one is to a Laura that the email address starts with a K. So KUNIGELYTE.Laura.
Don't know that one by email.
Yeah. 1 audiobook, Self-Promote and Succeed, the no boring books way to build your brand, attract your audience, and market your nonfiction book, was won by Gwenna.
Yay!
Woo! Yes.
And we have 1 signed paperback copy of Redeemed from the Ashes and 1 paperback copy of Wisps of Gold. And these are both signed. And so that's Leah's, right?
Leah Lindemann. Coming from Canada.
Yep. That was won by Rhonda Black.
Nice.
Ooh.
Great.
All right.
1 signed hardcover copy of Unborn Melody was signed by Leon Lemonius. I might be saying that wrong.
Woohoo.
Yay.
Woo!
Then a crew neck sweater from Leah Lindemann's novel Unborn Melody was won by the other Laura _H_ Gomez.
Oh,
Very nice.
that's what they call other Laura or better
Yeah.
Laura from the UK. In the chat. Yay.
And then 1 signed paperback copy of Wisps of Gold and 1 ebook copy of Unborn Melody was won by Donna Freeman.
Woohoo.
Yes.
And I will say that both Andy and Mama Maggie's name came up again multiple times. Don't know what's
course.
going on.
They got the
Numbers are
juice.
low.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. All right, off to the next set.
All right.
Thanks, Shannon. You're awesome. If we haven't said that enough already.
Thank you.
I will say I feel like all the moderators for AWC
Randy.
did a fantastic job.
Yay, moderators.
Yay.
Randy, one of the last round of winners. I increased your winning odds. Where's my finder's fee? I love it.
Nice.
And then we had a couple of fun. I'm gonna go back in the chat to find where I started, where I ended. It's disappeared. It was a funny, there we go, funny story. Sky SD Hedges was saying, this is the first time I've been able to attend live, so haven't won anything, but I won a JC giveaway. So JC Carpenter, she did a series of giveaways. I won a bunch of stickers one time too, and I'm still going through them. It's great.
That's
It's great.
awesome.
Made me so happy. Rachel says, a weird prize that I won. The Jack's Hamburgers was giving away a giant toy rabbit for a coloring contest. I won and it took up half my room. Oh my God. That sounds fun.
That's the kind of contests that are just like life-changing, just core memory created.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to learn the names of the authors or works in one of the first page critiques? No, like two of them outed themselves in the chat, but we don't have any way to get those names to you. The process for a first page critique is anonymized. So we have someone who is not anything to do with the judging, who strips the names and identifying information and then provides it to the proposal reviewers, which are volunteers among the assembled company. And then they, no, they don't. That's for proposals for application. This is just a process of stripping the names and randomly drawing the order in which they go. And then we go as much as we can in the hour that we have, or hour and a half that we have.
The names are not even part of the process. There's no name or place to put in the email address. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm getting it confused with
the
proposal review process. It's been a long year, guys. Yeah.
That would be me. I'd out myself.
Yeah, it was in the chat, and then someone else outed the fact that they submitted, but they did not get chosen, or they didn't get to their point in the queue. So that's 3 days.
I feel like I did that last year when I participated in first page critique last year, because like you're getting so much awesome feedback, like it's hard not to kind of throw yourself under the bus and say like, yeah, that one was mine.
Well, and I feel like it's easy to do that too, because the panelists and the chat were so good at giving like the love feedback and then also helpful. So like,
right.
Some of the feedback might have been to more sensitive authors harsh, but like all of it was a very positive environment. So that's why I feel like I'd be like, thanks everyone, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened to me.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think it's harsh feedback. I think it's feedback that you might not have known that you needed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the name of this kitten in the comment that you have up.
Hephaestus. Yay. Mythology for the win. Esther won. She was surprised. Oh, and you know what I made a note to announce during one of these breaks is if you were impressed with the intro and outro that some of the speakers used and that Shanon has used for the channel for the conference, those are specially made for the conference by Books by Adrian. So he had a prize up.
Yes.
Sorry,
I was excited.
No. So like he does that as a service. I think he still does, but maybe less or fewer commissions. But he's really good at just matching those things, finding your vibe. And like, if you like it, you know, I told him to get into All Call Indie. So maybe you'll hear from him, Devon.
He is an All Call Indie. He was one of the first ones to sign up.
Yay!
Yeah. Excellent. So maybe I told JD to get his cover artists to go over to All Call Indie. That's what it was. So maybe you'll see
Gotcha.
that.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
That's cool. I didn't know that, Margaret. Thanks for sharing. Because I really like Adrian's intro to all of his videos and lives. And I'm just like, maybe one day I'll get my collective crap together and make something like this. But now I can just hire Adrian.
Yes.
Not have to do it myself.
You would be the master of none category in Morgan's presentation.
Oh.
Morgan was talking about publishing under $100. She had Jack of all trades, barterer, and master of none. And I appreciated that she had both sides of the quote because most people don't know both sides of the quote. And I was like, yes. Yes. Congrats, Esther. Oh, speaking of bartering, I mean, behind the scenes, guys. Overs for the win.
Oh, that comment's awesome. All right, I found another joke in this attending packet. How many mystery writers does it take to change a light bulb?
I heard the answer to this one, so I can't say it.
Okay. 2. One to change the bulb and the other to give it an unexpected twist at the end.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there are quite a few Lauras in the community. I don't know. I think if
A
you hang out
popular
with that long
name.
enough, you get a nickname. I don't know.
I'm still waiting on my nickname.
Yeah. Well, Maggie's claimed Maggie, and so I'm Margaret, and I think there's only one other Margaret, but she's on BookTube. She doesn't really do Authortube stuff, so I'm safe. Oh. Has anyone gotten ideas for presentations they want to give next year? I know Joe mentioned one that he had. Anyone
Or
else?
panels.
Or what?
Or panels.
Or panels. Do you want to talk about your idea? Or you want to keep it secret? Keep it safe?
Oh, yeah. So I love the world building stuff. I really do. And I have accounts with Asgard's Fantasy Generator, World Anvil, and Campfire Writing. So I was thinking about maybe I can reach out to those three to see if they wanted to do a panel and their input on world building.
That'd be cool.
That would be
I like
cool.
that.
That would be really cool. Yeah.
And world building isn't just fantasy either, because, you know, it could be a different country or
Time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or sci-fi. I mean, the amount of
Sci-fi
work that
too,
usually
yes.
goes into that.
Mm-hmm.
My critique partner, she lives in India, so most of her books are historical fiction, normally in the era of occupation, like right before India got their independence.
Very
So
cool.
it's very eye-opening too. So she has all of her history facts in a world builder Excel sheet.
Well, I guess we're going to start needing that for books set in the 90s because that is historical fiction now.
No,
It's not.
Why? Why would you go there?
These are the kinds of cell phones that existed or did not exist. This is all the tech.
I've seen a meme several times that says, imagine when you reflect on the fact that there was like a 4-week period where everyone listened to Gregorian chants in the 90s, and that Gen A will have no idea if this is a prank or real if we say this. That made me laugh. But talking about world building, just for like the outside opinion, Laura, as an editor, what do you think of world building? Do authors get lost in it? Do you have to like weed through a bunch of stuff? What are an editor's thoughts about it?
So I have two opinions on this. One is my personal opinion as a reader. I don't care about your world. I know it crushes every author.
Harsh.
All I care about is the connection with the character. As an editor, though, my job is to help authors write the story that they want to write. So my job is to help you identify the elements of your world that impact your story and impact your characters, and find a way to put it on the page so that the readers who love world building are there for it, and the readers who aren't there for the world building just take it in and love it as much as you do, because of the presentation isn't 17 paragraphs of world building. I remember I was in my early 20s, which was way longer ago than I care to talk about, and I was trying to read Tolstoy. And I remember I was like reading it with my friend. We were in a book club, and like 7 pages into the description of a curtain, I was like, I'm not reading this book anymore. I just can't do it. And that's often how I feel about world building. Because yes, I love your planets and your people and your civilizations, but I'm not reading a history book. I want to read a story. So I want to know how it impacts. So a lot of my philosophy on world building is, how do you make it come alive in a way that people who don't enjoy world building as much as maybe authors do can love it and embrace it, and then walk away from a story and really feel like, you know what, I love this world, even though I don't usually love worlds. So
Yeah.
There's my take on world building as an author or as an editor for you authors.
Thank you.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense though,
Very
because
controversial. Again, I told you, don't invite me back until you.
Edifying.
I
No, I
feel
think
like
that's great.
that was a really insightful answer. I liked it.
yeah,
The reason why you gotta sprinkle it out throughout 10 books. Come on.
Yeah.
Fold it in.
So it's like sometimes it is magical to like learn a little bit and then learn a little bit more and learn a little bit more. And I think that works in fantasy. I think it works in historical fiction. I think it works in lore. I even think it works in romance, right? Like when you're telling a romance, you don't tell the whole relationship, everybody's history on page one. You spread it out through the book to make the story like come alive page by page. There's always something more to anticipate. I think it's the same thing with world building.
that's
like
cool.
that approach. Yeah.
Yeah. I have all of my world building stuff more in detail on the back end, and I would share that in my newsletters. Hey, by the way, if you're interested, this is how the Knights chain of command are. This is,
Smart.
how this works. There's other trade than magical trade, but it's not in the book.
Smart.
Yeah. One of the presenters, I cannot remember who it was now, was talking about like how to diversify your revenue streams. I feel like that kind of world building as an add-on to your series is such a good way of like diversifying revenue stream, because there are people out there who love the world so much that they're definitely going to be in on buying an addendum, a book of maps, a book of the people in, or the different cultures or whatever in your world. I think there's definitely a place for it, especially because I have yet to work with an author who does not have every element of their civilization outlined.
Let me show you my Rolex watches and my trench coat if I don't scare you away, for sure.
Exactly. And I'm always awe-inspired by it, because like the amount of creativity it takes to literally create worlds is just beyond my comprehension. So
Awesome. And that was Shelby Lee's presentation, but I know several others touched upon it, like Julie Broad and hers was also talking about other ways to get income streams. So yeah. Shanon, are we ready for number 3?
Yeah, and I think we might have to come up with an alternate plan here, because I think because so many people entered, multiple ones, I keep coming up with like the same ones over and over and over again. I'm like going through all the numbers. And I think this is going to take way long. We only have like 7 minutes left, and we haven't even done the middle one, number 3. We have 5 of these to do. So
yeah,
I think the other 2 we might have to, maybe do after the closing session, and then I'll just reach out to winners. I don't know what the best thing would be, because it's taking me a while to pull them out.
that's okay with me. People on screen, people in the chat.
Whatever you want to do. I don't have anything else planned other than telling my son to buzz off.
Literally.
I am ready for the third set. The third set. Yeah, ready for it.
All right.
So first we have a signed paperback copy of Thorns of My Heart, a dark romance poetry collection that is for Rachel D. Adams.
Nice.
Yay, Rachel.
And we have a second set of that, which is for Cat Paw.
Cat Paw Rosales. Is it paperback or ebook?
Signed paperback.
So she asked for it to be given to someone else in the chat because she's in a very difficult place to send anything to. So you want to maybe swap?
Oh, wow.
The next one says virtual something. So
yeah, I can put her on the next thing that's a virtual thing, and then find another person to fill that spot. I don't want to swap anybody out from what they've already been picked for.
Sure.
Values only. I'm just taking the name out. So I will put her on the very next one, which is on the next set, which is 1 year premium subscription to the Novel Factory.
Yay. For a Cat Paw?
For Cat Paw, yeah.
Yay. Oh, I think she'll be excited.
Yeah. All right. One signed paperback copy of The Room Within is for Sam Wicker.
Yay. Thank you.
One signed paperback of Fractals is for Eloise I'm not sure you say the last name, Behiel.
Excellent. Yay.
One virtual one-on-one session of how to write a short story from start to finish. That is for Amanda Steele.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said her name before.
Did I say it before?
I think.
I don't
Is
think
anyone
so.
else? No? Okay.
I'm looking at oh, I did. She was the second one. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so I will have to take that out. See, I keep getting the same names. And I mean, there are 54 prizes, but I know we had more than 54 people at the conference. But I'm wondering if there's 54 unique people who filled out forms.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking, I'm going to continue to go through these numbers because I have all the numbers put in random order, 1 through whatever, 486. I'll go through all of them, not duplicating names. I'm trying to make sure I don't duplicate names. And then if I have picked everybody who's there, then I'll just start back at the beginning of the list of random numbers and go through and start assigning secondary prizes to people. So, okay, so there's a couple more left with this one. So I have to figure out the virtual one-on-one session for someone. One Fairy Tales and Nightmares bundle, an ebook copy, a digital PDF fairy tale poster, and a digital PDF bookmark. And that is for Montana Whitehead.
Yay!
Woohoo!
And then here's another one I really, really, really want. Yeah, I can't get it. Oh, I forgot. There's a second person. The second person for it can't win it. They've already won. So shoot. So I only got one of these. Ashley Davenport is one of these.
Nice.
And then
Yay, Ashley.
a virtual 1 hour session of a short story critique and a one-on-one consult session to discuss changes in submission. Who is that by?
Bree.
Okay. That is for Morgan Lee.
Yay, Bree.
Yeah. That was my alarm to tell me that Margaret's about to go live on Sunday. And then the last one I have here. The last one I have is a one signed hardcover copy of Citadel, and that is for Emma Bennett.
Yay.
Woohoo, Emma!
All right.
Sweet. That was such a good presentation.
It was.
Yeah.
So everybody else, I will contact you directly if you've won. I've got to take some time to go through all these numbers, see if we can get 54 unique people winning.
Eloise might be able to help you with that after the show if you want to talk about sexy conditional spreadsheets and formatting.
Well, I mean, I'm using a combination of I'm using a site where I put in give me random order of numbers 1 through 86. So I've got all of those in 486. So I've got those numbers are put in random order, and so I'm just going one by one, but I just keep getting the same people. So, hi.
There's a formula in Excel for that.
Yeah, okay. To put people in a random order, yeah, and I'd have to give them numbers first. So I thought about doing that too, and I thought this might be easier, but it's not easier. So next time,
if you want, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to help.
I will. That would have been easier than what I'm probably doing.
For next year, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. And then we'll post it somewhere too, who all the winners are, with just the names. That way people can see who won what, since we're not able to do it live here to finish it out. So,
yeah. But thank you guys for hanging in there and helping us tap dance and entertain on our final session of the conference. If we want to do outros for our guests, you want to start with Eloise and go backwards from the way we did.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Margaret, Devon, and Shanon for having me as both a guest on here and as a speaker this year. I had so much fun. Historical fantasy author of Maiden of Artemis.
Yay!
You can find me on YouTube over at my channel or on Instagram. I also like talking about accounting. So if anybody has accounting questions, let me know.
Excellent. Thank you. Laura.
Thanks so much for having me. Again, interloper here as an editor in with all you writers. I love it. Thank you so much to those of you who put the conference on and helped me behind the scenes. Kathleen, Rachel, Shelley specifically, thank you for making everything so easy for me. I am so excited to watch and rewatch any of the sessions that I missed. If you want to connect with me afterward, you can find us on dialoguedoctor.com.
Woo! Woo! Thank you, Laura. Lauren.
I just want to thank everybody that helped put on this amazing conference, and like, thank you for having me on here. And I had fun doing my presentation. I have a lot to rewatch, which I'm excited to do tomorrow since I have off work. Yay!
Hey.
And yeah, you can find me over on my channel, The Writing Sisters, and also on Instagram under my pen name, author E.L. Summers.
Excellent. Thank you. And Sam.
I want to thank everyone as well. This has been an awesome year, and it just keeps getting better and better and better every year. But you all can find me at Writer Sam Wicker here on YouTube, and all of my links are on that channel. So yeah, thank you again.
Excellent. All right. So final.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. This was a good blast. This is definitely getting more into the live of everything and meeting so many other authors out there. It's been truly amazing. Yeah, it's just, I have to get used to it. But thank you for all of the moderators, especially, and Shanon and Margaret. It was a wonderful experience.
Margaret, you've
My virtual hug. What's that?
already done your outro.
Nope, my outro is pretty simple. I'm going to hide current comments so that we can all see our names. If you want to follow anyone on the screen, please do. I'm at Margaret Pinard. That's like Captain Picard, but with an N. And I have nothing to do with Star Trek. That's just the easiest cultural reference that I grab for. I do historical fiction and fantasy, and would love to see you there to talk about books sometime.
And I'm Shanon, right under the pen name of SD Huston. And yeah, I am so very grateful to all of our volunteers, our moderators, to Adrian for making the intro. Thank you to all of our speakers who've come on. We still love editors. So yes, we love editors. We don't mind that you're not a writer here in the community. You're not an interloper, you belong. So yes, and thank you so much to Margaret and Devon for everything you guys have done to make this a great conference. And I think next year is going to probably be even better. So thank you everybody for joining us. And yeah, that will wrap us up. We will be back probably August timeframe. We'll do a video to talk about the dates for next year and when applications will open. So yeah,
thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care.